1934 Ford street rotted pickup here at Unique Specialty and Classics. Great old school look, that deep Marlowe metallic paint, smoked glass. All right, underneath the hood, small block Chevy power, so V8 power that's paired up with an automatic transmission. Turbo Hydromatic 350 to be exact. Disc brakes up front, as you can see. Some fog lights been added. Of course, that iconic 34 grille. And you can see this paint has a nice shine to it. Crafted in visor right to the body. This is an all steel body. All right, still pictures. You'll be able to see the underside, interior, bed, engine bay. UniqueClassicCars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Riding on slotted wheels, bias ply tire. Now, this vehicle will come with 2 sets of wheels. So first of all, you have the one that you're going to see on it here in the pictures and the walk around video. Kind of a, I don't know, more modern, I guess, if you will. Hot rod wheel with those slots. Still looks old school though, don't get me wrong. And then real quick, you can go to the classic style here, and I rolled one up so you take a look at it. So you have a steel wheel with the Ford center caps, beauty rings, wide white wall bias plies. Of course, offset sizes, larger in the rear, smaller up front. So I do want to show you those quick too. Rolled that one up so you take a peek at it. This will come with both sets of wheels. All right, wood bed, stainless, all looking good back here. Kind of that racing slick, old school look, I guess, if you will, on a more modern wheel. Dual exhaust also exiting it out of the back. You can see where you have it tied off from the kind of the built-in header and muffler combination. And once again, take your time looking through the still pics. You're going to see the underside. You should be able to see the suspension. You're going to see what I'm talking about with the dual exhaust and how it feeds to the rear. And of course, every angle of the truck. Close-ups of the interior. Technician did note the brakes are 100% in the front, 90% in the rear. If you like these street rods, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you'll see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. Videos are uploaded daily, and when they're uploaded, vehicles in them are available to purchase. And that can be done online right off our showroom floor. Let's take a little closer look at the interior. If you stick around to the very end of this video, Jason's going to take you for a drive, show you how it goes down the road, and take you for a virtual ride, if you will. All right, door panels, painted to match. So kind of a black simulated leather seating area. It does have some wear spots in it in the center of that bench seat. Custom gauge install up above. I believe it was fuel, volts, and trans temp. There's also some switches underneath here that I do have labeled for the next owner, just so you know. There you go. Of course, headlight switch, key on and off. There's a dome light, fog lights. I think we need to start this up. Let's hear it run. More modern autometer gauges for the speedo, oil pressure, and water temp. The vent that is functioning, so you'll be able to see the vent open up front. All right, right down here, I want to show you that. That is actually switch for the distributor, so that will shut down your power. Hit that. This one here is fan, fog light, and dome light. So we'll clarify those. I will leave that label on there also. So we put the distributor switch up, turn the key, fires up. If you wanted to have that shut off, kind of an extra safety feature as far as somebody being able to steal it or know what that switch is for. There is a heater underneath here too, is what that heater fan switch is for. Let's check those gauges out. Working, yep. Fuel gauge, trans temp. That was a cold start. Voltmeter, of course. And hey, look, navigation system. Antique navigation system, I guess. All right. A little rumble coming out of that. V8 power. Sounds good though, nothing over the top. Alright, what I'm going to do is I want to slip this hood panel off. And basically you can do that by releasing it on each side and then lifting it off. So let me go ahead and do that. We get a better look at that engine bay. Alright. Hood off of the car so we get a better look at that engine bay. According to the casting on the back, looks like a 5.7 liter crate, GM intake manifold, Edelbrock 4-barrel. Man, smooth runner. Looks good, sounds good. Nice throttle response too. There it is down in low idle. Listen to that rumble. And you can see, easy to unlatch each side of the hood. Aluminum radiator, electric fan up there, and listen to it back here now. (1934) Ford street rotted pickup, all steel. Call us 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1934 Ford pickup. Yes, it is a pickup. It has a bed. It is much more than that. It is lowered. It is street rotted. You can still use that, man. However, it is a fast, fun truck. This is an automatic with a stick right on the floor, which is easy to use. Turn signal indicators are working. The only gauge I don't see working is the Sun Super Tack on the column. But you don't really need that one. Let's see how she runs. She runs very good, very strong. For such a tiny truck, dare I say it, it's got lots of power. Great look with those skinny tires. The color of the paint. We have gauges for odometer in the dash. The oil pressure showing 55 psi. The water temperature about 170. Above the windshield there are more gauges. The fuel tank shows almost a half a tank. The volts are at 14, and the transmission temperature is also listed, just coming up to or from 100. Awesome sounding little horn for a little truck. So many cool features, and a nice vinyl bench seat. I'm 6'1", I fit in this truck. You know, my knees are a little bent. You expect that, but I have plenty of headroom. It's an automatic, so it's easy to drive. There is a heater down here. I do not have it on because it's just the beginning of fall here in Minnesota and it's still nice and warm. But the heater works, blows some nice warm heat so you can run all night long in a cold evening. That's how I picture this truck, driving through the night with those big headlight buckets. The quarter's awesome. It is nice and flat. Brakes feel good. What more can you ask for in a street rod truck? This is a great truck. Take a look at all the pictures at uniqueclassiccars.com.